Yeah.
Yep.
That it is.
All right, we're good. How do I turn this off? We are live.
We're good. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the West 4th and Long podcast. Happy New Year. We haven't done this in a while. Thanks for sticking with us. Eric Koch, Ryan Koch, Jason Bruckman, Patrick Guycold. We have a lot to talk about. We haven't been together in a while. I mean, we don't miss each other because...
No, well,
we just don't miss each other.
Well, let's just act like we haven't seen each other in a month. Like, oh, hey, you know.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's been forever.
Oh, my goodness.
How was
Yeah.
Disney World?
Oh my gosh, it was like so amazing and magical.
Was it? Yeah, especially during New Year's?
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Nobody there?
No, that was
You had the
terrible.
park to yourself?
Oh my gosh, like why do parents do this to themselves?
I don't know.
We all do it.
You go every year, yeah. Like,
I do.
every year you guys talk about, like, how expensive it is and everything. I'm like, so you guys, like, aren't going to go anymore. Oh, no, we're still going.
We do
And
it for
it
the
amazes
children,
me.
Patrick.
Do you
Okay.
consider yourself a Disney adult?
I have to now.
You kinda have
this
to,
is
right?
like year 3, yeah. I'm not, well, no, you know what?
Oh.
Okay, Disney adults are different. Like, they're the ones without kids. So, before we went, if you ever went to Disney World, they have marathon weeks, right? So, this is the end of our trip was the beginning of that trip, and that's all the Disney adults, the ones without kids. You know, what do they call them? Dinks? Dual income, no kids.
Oh.
You know, the
Okay,
people that are
okay,
married
yeah,
but don't
yeah,
have
yep.
kids. That they were like just flooding the place, and I'm like, all right, that's my cue. Let's get out of here.
They do know, like, they could just go, like, while they're on vacation down there and just run while they're down there, right? They don't have to go.
No, you
there
need to
to-
pay to
Oh,
exercise.
no, yeah.
okay.
No, my cousin's wife's got, like, a lot of those medals.
Oh, is she
she
one of those
loves
runners?
them.
She
Oh,
loves
yeah.
paying the run?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It could be fun.
They they book up fast though, right? Don't
They
these
do.
things?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a
Yeah, when you can have that Mickey Mouse-eared medal to display.
They have some cool medals. I'll give them that, but you could buy one off eBay. Probably save you some money, and then you don't have to, like, pay to go run.
You see,
Some guy came in yesterday. He found an FC. It said FCC3. It was literally one of those medals, seeing if we wanted to buy it for resale. Seeing if it was worth anything. We don't buy that stuff. So, yeah, just come in here to buy your new stuff. We don't really sell secondhand or memorabilia. Just an FYI.
Well, anyway, it's good to be back with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
great.
It somewhat, kind of, sort of is.
Yeah.
So it's been a busy day today. Before we came on, of course, big news out of Pittsburgh. I'll tell you what a world! And Jason, I want to give you credit. I feel like you manifested this whole season, talking about how much you hate Zach Taylor. He is now the longest tenured AFC North head coach.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's
Mike
survived.
Tomlin is tied with Marvin Lewis for the most consecutive playoff losses.
Is that right?
But he has playoff wins.
No,
So,
let's go back to the first part.
Consecutive playoff losses.
Okay.
He is tied with Marvin Lewis.
but he's got wins.
Yeah,
so, like,
but
you can't
let's
hold
ignore
it
that.
completely against him.
Zach Taylor has playoff wins.
He does.
Let's
Yeah,
not
he's
bury
got
the
several.
lead. Zach Taylor has survived, and nobody else did.
It's because the Bengals are loyal to what they pay.
And so are the Steelers.
Well, yeah. Well,
They're very similar in that way, which I don't think we really harp on that much, or we don't bring up enough, but their structures are very similar. Now, one just drafts a whole lot better than the other one. Other than that, they pretty much do the same thing.
I think that's probably one of Mike Brown's faults, where he's like, well, you know, the metal fabricators do it this way, so we can do it this way too.
Yeah.
Except
I don't know.
it doesn't quite work.
That Steelers opening scares me.
What do you mean?
Them having a open. I'd rather Tomlin be there
Fresh.
again for another year and another year.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to. The Ravens one doesn't scare me that much. The Browns one is the Browns one. I don't know who you're going to get to take that. Maybe Brian Kelly.
Oh, yeah. BK's still out there. No kidding.
No, what about the fact that Dan Pitcher's name is being floated out there as a head coach?
Really?
And Brian Callahan got fired.
Right, so you're thinking Callahan comes back and pitches.
And, yeah,
Whoa.
so from what I
A lot of
heard,
hands. A lot of hands you're jumping on here.
what makes me excited about that is the fact that before he was hired as the Titans head coach, I think Zach Taylor was considering letting him do the play calling.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be great? Bring in Brian Callahan, and Zach Taylor's already familiar enough with him to let him do the play calling.
Are we upset with the play calling? Isn't that the one
Well,
thing
I
that
think
Zach does well?
I think that's the one thing that you know, he doesn't get the plays in on time very often, you know, and like the clock management isn't always the best. I guess, but
There's too much on his plate.
there's too much on his plate. Yeah.
And that would be where the perfect scenario would be him relinquishing his head coaching job and saying, "Hey, bring in a guy, but I'm the offensive coordinator," which would never happen.
That
But
would- yeah, no,
where did
it
it just happen? It happened at Penn State.
No, you're thinking of Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
But he
Right.
got fired first.
Yeah, Brent Pry got fired. He was the head coach at Virginia Tech. He used to be James Franklin's defensive coordinator at Penn State. Franklin got the Virginia Tech job, said, hey, don't sell your house yet. Come be my DC. And he said yes.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. To
Sometimes
swallow
you're
your
just
pride.
really good at calling a defense. Sometimes you're really good at calling an offense.
Look at Chip
Sometimes-
Kelly.
Yeah, sometimes you're not a good head coach.
This is happening more. Chip Kelly left UCLA as a head coach to become a coordinator at Ohio State. Now he moved on to, I think he's in Northwestern now. But guys swallowing their pride, figuring out what they're good at, I know. But seeing where you fit, I think that's big. I want to ask each of you, Ryan, I'll start with you too. So with all this news, Harbaugh out, Tomlin out, I don't want to spend
Stefanski out.
Well, that doesn't really matter. But the point is that there's a lot of turnover in the AFC North. I don't want to talk a lot about Bengals because there's so much else going on.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make you feel better, though, about the offseason already? The two of the perennial powers that the Bengals are going up against are now coachless? There's instability.
No.
Is that good?
The opposite.
You feel worse.
I feel worse. They're going to bring some dude in that is going to fire up the whole organization.
Shake everything up.
And just shake it
Yeah.
up, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, Lamar Jackson, who knows?
Which
Or
is what the
what
Bengals
like
need. They need it shaken up. But yeah, go on.
it's
Sorry.
going to shake it up. I don't know. I don't like it.
That's an interesting point. I mean, there is something to be said for that, especially in Pittsburgh where they don't miss on their hires.
Right.
Tomlin got stale, but he was a great coach. And,
Yeah.
And what have they had, 3 in like 45 years? So, yeah, I don't know. Anybody feeling good or bad about things now that all this has happened?
I feel like next year is going to be the Bengals' year. They have to do it. Because the Steelers is, like I said, the Steelers is the one that scares me because they're not afraid to go out and get people or make trades. And that scares me in the sense that if they get a young, fresh guy in there who's really good,
Watch the draft with them at the quarterback position. Okay, so they're gonna. I don't know how. Dante Moore didn't help himself. Mendoza will be number 1, but then after that, if there's a guy late first round they can get that they can hit on, that's scary. Yeah, Patrick, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not excited. It just makes me more and more disappointed that they missed the opportunity where the division champs this year were 10-7.
Yeah.
You know,
this is a missed year.
the window was there. Baltimore was down as well. And I don't know. I go back and forth on how I feel about the season coming up. I think they've got some opportunities, but they've missed a lot. It doesn't make me feel easy.
I understand. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of turnover. It'll be a very interesting couple of months before the draft. We'll talk more about that too.
Jason, what about your if I may?
You may.
Your fantasy trades. You were throwing those around. I think that was kind of fun. What should the Bengals do? A hypothetical.
I saw this hypothetical, and if I'm a GM, I take it. But I don't know about you guys. I'll ask you. It was the Bengals are trading Joe Burrow.
That's out for most.
Okay, that's out for most, but they're trading him to the Giants for Jackson Dart in the first round. So you would get the 5th overall pick, Jackson Dart, and you get rid of money where you can build a defense.
Anybody else want to go before I go? I'm going to say no before you finish the sentence. And it's not because, and I get your point, off injured Joe Burrow, $60 or $55 million Joe Burrow. Those are valid points. Keep in mind the Giants aren't settled on Dart. They might be looking at a quarterback with their first pick at number 3.
I don't know. The way he played, I think he's...
I know, but they're in the building. It's their building.
I
They're
understand.
not
That's why I'm
sure.
saying you could make that trade
No, but don't
for
you-
a first rounder.
They're evaluating Jackson Dart, and they're not sure he's the dude because they might take somebody else a second year in a row quarterback, which, look at Cleveland. We know that doesn't usually work. So doesn't that give you pause for trading a guy that's proven? I know he's fragile, but...
Am I saying I would do it? I would say I would take a really hard look at it, but deep down I wouldn't. I mean, Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow.
By the way, you're going to get a lot more than a first-round pick and a player for Joe Burrow. You would get at least 3, maybe 4 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
I was- yeah.
If
You gotta get-
What if you can do that and get Mendoza, get the first pick, get Mendoza, or what? Here's what I want. I want to trade Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow for Drake May and Mike Vrabel.
You can't trade a college team, by the way, so you can't trade for Cignetti and Mendoza quite yet. So we'll
But you
table
can
that.
trade to get the first pick
is that
to
the
get
long game?
Mendoza.
There are, you've heard this, haven't you?
Cignetti coming to the Bengals,
No.
the coach.
No, this is a thing that they're saying. You know,
I saw.
Las Vegas has an opening with the Raiders head coach. They have the #1 overall pick.
Oh.
Lure Cignetti out of Bloomington
Oh,
already.
my.
So okay, let's
He
take
won't.
that a step further. What if the Raiders said, "Hey, Indiana, we'll donate $50 million to your NIL, and we're taking Cignetti."
I think all parties would, except for the Raiders, would say no. Cignetti was the first guy to pass on all these open jobs. Like, he was the first call for Penn State. He was the first call for LSU. And he said no to them all immediately. Like, he
wants a
built
statue
monster
in Bloomington.
there. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
what Kiffin should have done in Ole Miss. I mean, there's been enough proof in that pudding already. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Kiffin should have done what Cignetti has done and will continue to do. I mean, we'll get to the college thing here in a second, but like they're already painting them into the next Alabama in Bloomington. Like, why would you leave that for a job that's so unstable? Sorry about that. Are you
Yeah.
any
Well,
spots over there?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Ohio State's gonna be scary next year.
Well,
They were scared
I
this
mean,
year.
yeah.
No, they're
Well,
gonna be scary next
it's
year.
gonna be. It'll be.
Henry Jr. going there.
Well, Jeremiah Smith's pretty good, and he'll still
That's
be
what I
there.
mean.
Yeah,
like,
he really should have left.
yeah, gee.
Hey, let's talk college, all right? Because we'll get back to the NFL. We have our picks coming up later on. We'll talk a little bit of playoffs and everything else. But CFP is we got some new blood.
We got some new blood coming to UC too.
Hit
The
us with that
defensive
first.
coordinator's gone.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
no more 1-1-9 defense. They're actually going to run an actual defense, I hope.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Where did he come
excited.
from?
Huh?
Army?
Army.
Yeah. I'm excited. That one excites me. I know a lot of people don't like Satterfield, but I feel like he's actually doing a really good job for what they are. You can't
Yeah,
expect
I
UC
agree
to
with
be
you.
the perennial powerhouse. If they win 8 to 9, maybe 10 games a year for the next 10 years, I'm happy.
Okay.
Let's talk Indiana, though. All right? You can talk about UC making a jump. There's never been a jump like this.
No.
Ever.
No.
There really,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
hasn't happened.
No.
Now, I'm not handing them the championship game yet. You know, they should be favored. They are favored, heavily favored. But what he's done in 2 years is unbelievable. I don't know what other adjectives you can throw out, but I mean, they are literally, I think, now America's team because of where they came from and the storylines.
I disagree with you on that.
You talked about this. So
We
explain to
talked
people,
about
We
this.
did. Explain why Indiana being this good is actually bad for college football.
Well, we discussed this, that Indiana being like the team right now, because they're building it through super seniors in the portal, whereas like a team like Miami who got there, one of their all-star players is Malachi Tony, who is a freshman.
18 years old, right?
And a lot of their players have been there for 2-3 years. And that to me is more impressive in today's age than what Indiana's doing.
I see where you're coming from, and I think most programs want a mixture. I
Yeah.
think this Indiana thing isn't sustainable. Now, in the beginning, maybe it had to be because you couldn't get recruits, right?
No, I get that.
Yeah, now he
but I'm
should
just
be
saying
recruiting.
it's more impressive to me what Miami did coming into this playoffs because they've built their roster and they keep filling it in through the younger players and not just going out to the portal. Yes, they got Carson Beck,
Yeah.
but quarterbacks are hard to find.
Oh, of
They
course,
are. Really
yeah.
good quarterbacks are hard to find, so you got to
Absolutely.
spend money at that position.
Yeah, Ole Miss hit on Trinidad Chambliss.
Yep.
You know, that was a good investment.
Indiana hit with Mendoza.
100%. You know, but think about before the season. You wouldn't have found a coach outside of Cignetti, maybe. And I mean, who knows if he's being honest? They would have picked Mendoza before Beck.
Right.
That was. I mean, I watched him
Yeah.
in Cal. He was nothing that great. He was fine. He was serviceable, but he's not what he is now. A lock is #1.
It's just amazing how like a change of scenery can just improve a player's play.
That was Burrow's trajectory.
Yeah, it
You
was.
know? Yeah, it takes a long time. Yeah, and I think just the fact that these players are getting paid in college now is a good thing, especially at the quarterback position, where they can stick around an extra year and mature and get more experience before they get thrown into the NFL. So hopefully there's more guys that stick around in college and before they decide to go pro and take the chance of flaming out.
I kind of see what you're saying with staying in college for a quarterback, but don't you think like if you have it, you have it? Like the game once you get to the NFL speeds up. because everybody's that dude.
You're taking a gamble on yourself either way, right?
You are.
So Carson Beck made a wise decision, not just because his team made it to the championship, but because he's not going to get paid $4.3 million by an NFL team next year, or maybe ever, because his draft stock, I mean, he can win the championship. He's not going to be a first-round pick.
Well, I just another caveat to that is why don't more NFL teams go the route of like Indiana or a Miami? Like, hey, this guy's proven. Let's just go get him when he's a free agent. Throw money at him. Like, he's good.
A little different. I mean, there's you renegotiate in college, and this is why a lot of college coaches are leaving. They do it every year, and you don't do that in the NFL.
I'm not talking about college coaches, though. I'm talking about the quarterback. Go out and pay your quarterback. Instead of keep drafting over and over again and keep whiffing, like once like Jordan Love's contract is up, just throw money at him and see if he'll come.
Well, they do, but that's every 4 or 5 years, not every year like it is in college, which is what makes this so unique. And by the way, well, first of all, let me ask you this. Indiana versus Miami, not what anybody had on their bingo card, especially not me. Is that good or bad that you have those two in? Like, is America, do they want that, or do we want the Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State?
No, I think they want this year.
We want Ohio State, but the other one.
Hey, you like my Cotton Bowl Champions t-shirt? Just came in yesterday. You like it? Fresh out of the wash.
Yeah.
Good.
It doesn't look like it. It's awfully wrinkled.
Well, fresh out of the wash. You ever have Adidas
fresh out
stuff?
of
It wrinkles pretty easily. Speaking of Adidas, this is the first Adidas versus Adidas championship.
Ooh,
That
they
might
gotta
be the
be-
biggest upset of them
Yeah,
all.
they got to be excited about that.
Nike's out, man.
He's
It's
out.
like the SEC being out, which is also great. It just means more, but not this year.
Yeah, that's right.
This is fun. And of course I'm biased towards Miami. I'm biased towards Indiana because I have a nephew that's a junior there right now. It's awesome. This is my dream championship game. But not having the SEC, who, remember, Greg Sankey, the commissioner, before the CFP started, was talking about we need 7 teams in. We deserve 7 teams. Come on.
I just don't think they're as good as they think they are. From like, yeah, you're gonna have it's every conference. You're gonna have your top 1 or 2 teams, and the fall off after that is too big of a gap through every single league.
Yeah.
I mean, if you held a gun to my head and said, who's the best conference, I still take, and I know their bottom is very weak, I still take the Big Ten based on the strength of the top. However, I will not, like, depending on who wins the championship, if Miami were to upset Indiana and win it, the ACC is not the best conference in football.
No, but their top team is really, really good.
Right, like most of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the SEC.
Duke?
Huh?
Dude.
Yeah, the ACC champ.
Yeah, they are really good, aren't
Tip of the
they?
cap to the Dukies.
Yeah.
No, the Alabama thing is it's fine. They're fine, not in Tuscaloosa. They're losing their minds.
Yeah.
But they're not what they were.
spoiled a
Georgia's
little
not
bit.
what they were. The playing field has been leveled to an extent. Now, I know we've talked about this a lot. It is not leveled to the point where UC feels like every year they're competing for a championship quite yet. But they can. And sadly, we all know what it takes.
Not they can, they could, hypothetically.
They could. It just takes money.
Yeah.
It just takes money and spending it wisely.
Keep drinking that
Yep.
Cincy Light, everybody.
Drink more Cincy Light. I mean, we need to see people passed out in the streets to get Clemson some players, right? But that's it. I think it is good. Did you guys know that Indiana has the largest living alumni base in the country?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I didn't know
Because of
that.
Twitter.
Like, what are the numbers? Like,
Like
what's
over
the top 5?
850,000 living graduates.
And it's 4 times what Miami has, I can tell
Well,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, but Miami's
Well,
a
they
private
all
school.
overdose from.
Have numbers been put out, like how much money
Name
in?
your
You saw
drug.
Irvin.
Name your drug. Oh, he's a
Irvin on the
national
sideline.
treasure, isn't he? Oh my gosh, he is so the belt to A word. We'll call
Which
it.
you can't really say that in the last game. It wasn't a belt to ass in that one. It was just that was just they
Outlasted
won.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
won.
they outlasted him after
And
dropping
apparently
like
half
4
the team had
interceptions.
the flu.
Yeah, it was Miami's flu game. I didn't know that either, but
Oh.
yeah, 20 players apparently had the flu for that game.
That's crazy.
20 players that played. had
Mark
the flu.
Fletcher had it. Their running back had it. Yeah,
Wow.
he still put up over 100 yards from scrimmage.
I'm
Did,
excited for this national championship just because of what we said. It's super seniors versus the program that kind of did it inside.
Both.
Built it from the inside out.
They did. Reuben Bain, recruited by Miami originally. You mentioned Tony. You mentioned, there's other guys too, but Francis Malinois, like he's going to be the first offensive lineman drafted in the draft. Those are his dudes that he brought in, and they stayed with him through some really bad years. But then they went in the portal. Let's not just sugarcoat this. They got Carson back for $4 million. They got C.J. Daniels for however much he got. He's another wide receiver. They got Akeem Mesidor, who the Bengals should take a hard look at in the first round. with transfer portal money as well. So yeah, they did it. I like the way they did it. I don't like that this is the most expensive championship game ticket in history. It looks like it's so weird. But until I knew the Indiana alumni base thing, now I get it.
Well,
But
what I see where they playing at Hard Rock holds 65,000.
Right.
20,000 goes to Indiana. 20,000 goes to Miami. Where's the other 26,000 go?
So the Dolphins have a little bit of it because it's their stadium.
Okay.
They're trying to figure out who's going to have the home field advantage. It's got to be
Corporations.
split. Let's just call it what it is. Though I will say, I think it's going to be more Hoosiers than Miami.
Yeah.
Indiana's got
goodness.
some money. They've been waiting 100 years to
They haven't had anything to cheer about in a very, very long time.
Right.
In
Baseball
basketball.
won a championship not that long ago.
Well,
Schwarber sophomore year or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, this is a whole different
It's
animal.
yeah, that's a little bit different. But,
I heard on Twitter as well today that the suites at the stadium they hold 25 people. They're going for $1.1 million. I mean, the get-in price is like $3,500. I hope it dropped while we're doing this, but I mean, this is just stupid.
$3,500 to sit in the nosebleeds and just save your money and go down there.
Well, so I was lucky. I made a request before they ever made it as far as they did, and I got them at face value. But I will say that I'm literally in the last row of the stadium.
What's face value on the very last row?
300 and change.
There you go.
300 and change.
I'm just saying, instead of spending that $3,500 to get into the game, spend that $3,500, stay an hour outside, travel down, party the whole time, watch the game while you're down there, and then get out.
To your point, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino has got this area called the Oasis. It's like a Polynesian bungalow villa, and you can stay in there on championship night for $1,800.
Yeah.
So you got that. You're in a villa. You're like 10 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah, you can
you're in the
in the environment.
Right.
You're in it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be plenty of people down there that aren't going into the game. It's
You have to have a ticket to get in the tailgate area.
So let me ask you this. I brought this up to you Saturday too. How would you feel if you spent a ton of money as an Oregon fan and watched Indiana blow you out?
Yeah, that's tough. But there was only 6 of them there, it looked like.
No, but I'm just saying, the
It was-
one guy that kept showing was in the front row. That had to have been a $40,000 ticket. You spent all that money and they lost by like that.
The CFP is unique.
What a waste of money.
It's unique too.
Phil
because
Knight keeps the NIL filled, and you can't win a championship.
Let's
Anyway,
think
go
about
on.
Oregon's journey, by the way. So they had a home game, which we all love those in the CFP, right? We want more. But they had a home game. Then they flew to Miami. Then they flew back to Eugene. Then they flew to the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. So if you're in between, you just had 2 big ticket events, right? If you're an Oregon fan, you almost, and I thought this with the Miami game against Ole Miss too, because they had a much bigger crowd than Miami. But I always think, and I thought this, I'm not going to worry about going out there. It's kind of in between the big win against Ohio State and then the championship game. I'm like, I'm going to take this week off. And I think Oregon did that a little bit of that too. They're like, we just
holding
went
out
to,
for the championship game.
when you have these bowls and you have to travel, it's a lot. It's a lot of
course.
fans. Even if you're like one of these wealthy fans, dude. I mean, you just said they spent $40,000 for that front row ticket. Well, you probably did that the week before. Yeah. So that's probably why it's an easier trip for Indiana. Anyway, I don't know. This has been fascinating. This whole playoff. I think this has been one of the better ones yet. Not because of necessarily quality of games, because Indiana's just destroying everybody. But just the storylines and there's been some good games mixed in too. It's been a lot of fun. I think. I don't know.
You got your 6'8" monster who should be able to control your little bit smaller Indiana defensive line.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Miami's defensive, and I will say, if this is not going to be what I think people think it's going to be. The people who are saying that Indiana's going to control the clock and control the line of scrimmage, they haven't seen Miami play. That's pretty much all they do at Miami is control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's going to be good on good. It's going to be low scoring. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I feel like because you think it's going to be low scoring, this is going to be like the first half is going to be like kind of feel each other out, and then it just turns into a
track meet.
And it ends up being like first half is like 10-7, then ends up being like 38-35.
Could. If I'm a Hoosier, and by the way, I'm not. I went to Miami, but I will say I'd be a little worried about the national perception that this is just over. They're already talking about Indiana being the best team since 2019. LSU may be better. They're talking them up so much. If I'm a fan and I'm a little bit superstitious, like I think we all are, I'd be like, I don't like how this is. Trust me, I'm picking Indiana, but I'm not feeling great about it if I'm a Hoosier fan. But the fact that they're in it, regardless win or lose, Best story in sports, and I think in a long time.
Yeah.
They wouldn't compete with that 2019 LSU team. I'm sorry. Go look at that roster. The only team, we talked about this again, the only team that's competing with that 2019 LSU is probably the 2001 Miami team.
I agree.
Go look up the roster.
It's
Well, time will tell. I mean, somebody's going to say, "Oh, look at that Indiana roster from
Yeah,
2025." You know,
yeah. We'll see what they do in the pros. We'll see what they do on Monday night. That's going to be a blast down there in Miami. Other stuff going on I do want to bring up. So it's Reds Fest.
I'm no longer a Reds fan.
Okay. I want to bring that up. I'm glad. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
I do. I'm no longer a Reds fan.
So this partnership, we'll just call it curious, between the Reds and Xavier University. They're the official college, which I don't know why you need one of these. Yes, official college of the Cincinnati Reds. What a weird. I know the Reds just want money and all that, but you're going to alienate a lot of people with this. They already have. There's one right here.
I'm out.
There. Oh gosh.
There's two.
I'm starting to think it's not a sody pop,
Let's
Ryan.
go
It's
Cubs.
not.
I'll switch teams
What?
like that.
I mean,
But,
I told Patrick earlier. Then you're going to have the floor on this one.
okay. Sure.
I said, why wouldn't you, if you're the Reds, call UC after you talk to Xavier? Say, hey, just so you know, a courtesy call for you guys. Xavier's going to give us this much or whatever. Do you want to match?
Did they? I wonder if they did.
You know Xavier's numbers are really down. They're struggling.
What,
so I
to
think
get
they're
students?
yes,
Oh.
their enrollment's down, and I think that's part of this is kind of like okay, let's throw money at it and see if it works because they're struggling down there
Yeah.
I don't know.
because nobody likes that school.
It's,
People do, but not as many as UC, which is why it's curious.
I'm surprised. Yeah, that seems like a.
Were you angry? Are you angry?
Am I?
you gotta watch
I would've-
Xavier ads during the ball game now.
Right. I would have preferred that it was UC.
It's just stupid.
It just doesn't. I don't
What
understand.
do you need an official college of a pro team?
Right. I know. It's a
Because they
sponsorship,
paid
and
you
they're
to
going to
be
promote
there.
No, it's just
Xavier. I
dumb.
get it. I'm surprised. I don't know. It seems like an unusual partnership, I guess, for. I mean,
Who's the official
marketing
college
purposes.
of the Yankees?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they're the trendsetters here.
Some do this. I don't get the point of it.
Or the
in
Reds
this
desperate for
situation.
money?
Maybe. No, let's hope it
They
happens.
won't
Both
sign
and.
anyone.
maybe
It's
they'll
a
find somebody
symbiotic
new.
relationship. At least they hope so, I guess.
Do the Bengals have an official university?
No.
No, like I said, we could be the official sporting goods store of the Cincinnati Reds if we gave them enough money.
We don't have enough money.
Well, I mean,
Help us out. Give us more money. Yeah, then we can be the official.
well, let's call them up tomorrow and see how much it would cost and see if we can get a return on that investment.
So
Maybe we'd get a store
I'm looking
inside
at
of the stadium.
So it's fair to say we don't like this move.
Miami University is the official university of the Bengals.
Okay.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. I
Maybe
do remember.
we're just asleep.
So wait a minute.
And nobody
hold on.
knew that. Nobody knew that.
No,
Who
but-
cares? You're
but-
wasting your money. Nobody knew that.
But during the radio broadcast, they get into when they get into the 20, it's the Miami University Red Zone. So that's what you're going to hear. It's going to be Xavier ads mixed into, with the broadcast.
we should
And
pull
in the
seniors
ballpark.
in high school if that really
Okay,
moves
yeah.
the needle
He's
for
right.
you.
The end zone.
Yeah, they do that on the right. Yeah, it used to be the Heinz Red Zone or whatever. Now
We
it's
should
Miami
we
University.
need to do a poll of some seniors that are making their decision what school to go to. If Xavier's the official,
Does that put them ahead?
does that put them ahead of UC because they didn't want to be the official supporter of the Reds?
No,
Like,
they're just going to hear the name more
Yes.
often. So
UC could still be the official university of the Cyclones.
FC.
Okay.
FC Cincinnati.
That'll
Xavier
show
Cole.
'em.
Sorry.
They could be the official University of Xavier.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to fund our new ad campaign with the Reds. UC, what kind of money can you send us?
That'd be funny. What if they did just Xavier University, official university of the University of Cincinnati? Do some sort of stupid crossover with each other. That'd be fun. No money changing hands, just fun. All right, so we don't like that. I like that Reds Fest is back. That's good. I mean, that's going to bring people
Reds
down
Fest.
to this new convention center, which, again, I hope I'm wrong, but I saw a rendering of the inside. Not a rendering, a photo of the inside where Reds Fest always is. That part looks identical to what it was. They didn't touch that.
Yeah,
they just
I mean,
touched the
Well, it's a
It-
showroom.
it was the hallways, the outside, the optics of it, new screens,
Looks
new
great.
design. It looks great. They were just upgrading all the electrical and all the
I think like the facility, like
the internet and stuff inside.
okay,
They were
yeah.
upgrading all that, upgrading the facility.
thought it
but
was gonna be
It's going to look pretty
bigger.
much the same.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know, but I'm excited that it's back. I mean, we missed
Yeah.
it.
They're one of the few
Yeah.
teams that do something like this,
It's
which
what-
is like very, very special. And I don't think Reds fans understand that. Like, you actually get to go to an event where a lot of the players are. Like, you can just
yeah.
walk around and see them.
Yeah.
You interact with them. It's great.
Yeah,
Yes.
and there's not, like I said, there's not many teams, if any, that do this.
Well, and that's why we gave our friend Bengal Jim credit for his jungle jam that he does every summer. That he's trying to do the same thing.
Yep.
Because he sees what that does for the city, for the fans, for the team. It's just good for everyone involved. We're not going to see any news coming out of this Reds Fest. We're weeks away from pitchers and catchers at this point. Roster's pretty much set. Outside of some things, we'll see what they do. But just having Reds, and I'll be honest with you, Patrick, you called this a sports desert that we are wandering into right now.
yeah, we kind of are.
I mean, we are, and this kind of fills that this is kind of like that.
That's why I
oasis
got
in the
my
middle of the
Blue
desert.
Jackets jersey on.
That's a
Yes.
stretch.
Well, no. Like last year, I rediscovered my fandom for hockey, and that got me through the
Cyclones are
desert.
right there, right?
So they-
Yeah, but well, I went to a Cyclones game, but I started watching the Blue Jackets on television. Went to the Stadium Series game, which that's a once every 20 years
Because
kind
it
of a
was where?
thing. Because it was at the Shoe.
Did you see they fired their head coach?
Who, the Blue Jackets?
Blue Jackets just did, and he's
Really?
Their record's 19-19.
Yeah. Well,
They're last in their division, but they're 19-19.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
I see the scores. I'm just now getting into hockey season, so yeah, I'll be following it a little bit closer.
And semi-pro football.
Ooh, all right.
Shout out to anybody?
Ooh, yeah, we'll see if the Dukes show up. You know what? I was on their website the other day.
Oh, jeez.
Can you tell people who the Dukes are, bro?
Yeah, you gotta-
Cincinnati Dukes of the Blue Collar Football League. Yeah,
Semi-pro football.
just some guys that come in on the weekends,
Yeah.
on Saturdays, and buy some tape. And yeah, well, national champs a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, some guys that support the store. So not that they keep inviting me over to a game. I haven't gone yet.
Some fan you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm holding out for sweet
You're
tickets.
Stuck, you're in the sports desert, and you can't wander out of it to watch a semi-pro
Yeah,
football.
yeah.
We are in the sports desert, though. It's weird when you're here, right? And we don't have the NBA, and I don't know if many people care. College basketball's not going well, but even if it did, like, this is too early to get too invested in college basketball. You know, the out of conference is
This is
just ending.
No, this is
That's
the
right.
right time to start getting invested, especially if your team's good, because conference
Yeah.
just started.
It did.
No, well, maybe it's because so my school's doing good in basketball too, but I'm not invested in that. Maybe it's
Well,
in
they're
football.
also, you're really not invested in football until they were.
Yeah, you're not in a sports desert.
Are you
yet,
saying
Eric.
that most of my
You
fan
still got a
viewers
team
know?
that's
No,
you got a team that's in the championship game. You're not in a sports desert yet.
No, I'm not. But I mean, I will say every year it takes me a while to get into basketball. Even if your team's not doing well in football, it's like a weird transition time. You're like, I'm not ready for this yet. You said that before with basketball.
Well,
I'm not
well,
ready
with
for
football
basketball.
too, it's like, oh man, it's still like 90 degrees out. In the summer, I'm not ready to watch football. There's still baseball going on.
If UC was ranked, the city would be buzzing.
Yes. Yes, I would agree with
I
that.
can't say the same thing about the other team, and it's not like I'm trying to disrespect them, but
But you
when
are.
Xavier's ranked,
There
it doesn't move the needle.
There
in
would
us
be
town.
people that would be excited, but not the entire
Right, it
city.
doesn't move the city needle.
It doesn't move the city needle.
Xavier
but
goes to the Final
UC does.
Four. It doesn't do what UC going would do.
No.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fair. That's true as well. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's just different fan bases.
UC
different
baseball is
size.
going to be starting soon.
Yeah.
The Diamond Cats, they're going to be watch out
Yes,
for them
I
this
still
year.
don't think
That'll
they
be
call
fun.
themselves that, Jason.
Go look it up.
So we're filling the sports void, the sports desert with what? I mean, you gonna watch the playoffs? Are we even interested in the NFL playoffs?
I watched part of the Panthers and the Rams.
Yeah.
I'm glad the
Weird.
metal fabricators lost. So
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
I'll check in from time to time, but I don't think I'm gonna sit and watch.
I think once
Yeah.
college is wrapped up, I'll pay a little bit closer attention. I do. Speaking of college and the NFL, this whole weird thing, isn't it weird that number one, there's and you complained about this the other night. The Fiesta Bowl is on a
me?
Thursday. Yeah, you
Oh.
complain every now and then. Yeah, they're like, why is it on a Thursday? And then on a Friday night, college semifinal games on a Thursday and a Friday, championship game on a Monday.
Monday's
week and a half
fine.
Later. That's okay.
Monday's fine.
Don't
whatever.
you think there's too much time in between those games and this one? Like, I feel like college for a lot of people is now maybe over. They're like, we watch those, and they almost forget that the champion, especially if you don't have
Oh,
a real
yeah.
interest.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I think I would have watched Miami just beat
Miss.
Ole Miss. I would have probably watched Miami Ole Miss over any of the NFL games.
So they won't put each other against each other. Like the NFL and college will not schedule on the same day during the playoffs. They just won't. So I guess you have to do this.
But I just don't understand why the NFL got Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
So,
I don't think
if your team's in the playoffs, you'll take a day off of work to go watch them. So have 4 games on Saturday or Sunday and have 2 games on Monday.
Yeah.
People will leave work to go watch their team play.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the college playoffs were well attended regardless, but there was a small section in Glendale. I want to say it looked like 100 or so, 200 seats that were empty. And somebody's like, oh, yeah, these fan bases really travel. And then most people came to the defenses of Ole Miss and Miami. Like, wait a minute, we're talking about a flight across the country on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
You know, right after New Year's, right after you're off work. You can't just say,
Right.
hey, boss, I know I had 2 weeks off. I'm going to fly to Glendale just because my team just won in the quarterfinals. That's
Right.
tough. So, but I guess there's not really much you can do about it because you can't change the NFL's calendar. You just can't. They rule. They're the decision makers. They are. It is what it is. But, yeah, we'll see. Well, that's kind of like a grievance I'm kind of leading into, isn't it? Just that I hate that the college game, which is so much fun, just loses its steam at the end. It inherently happens every year. No matter who's in it, no matter who's playing for the championship. This Indiana thing should get eyeballs on that game like no other. And it will. But there's a lot of casuals that they're done. They're done already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't have any interest in this NFL playoff because they're all defensive teams. They're all boring. Except for maybe the Rams.
I think this is a good time to get into our picks, by the way. Are you smarter than a second grader? Let's just go into that right now because we're talking NFL. We haven't done the Are You Smarter Than a Second Grader in a while. So this is now going to be, we've missed some weeks, so we didn't pick while we were gone or anything. Let's go ahead and go to, I want to see where we are with our standings as well. You got those somewhere?
Yep.
I mean, I can let the cat out of the bag here and tell you guys that I'm still
There we
winning.
go.
I had a
Let's
really good week our last time.
Oh, well, you just.
Nobody asks, nobody cares.
All right.
Well, I guess I got to remind
There we
myself.
go.
I did win
Now we're
fantasy
back.
football, so
Okay. Greg, congratulations. Fantasy
yep,
football
Yeah.
I'm hanging my hat on that one.
Yeah. All right. So what do we got here? I have a comfortable 4-game lead. I mean, we're running out of games. And you're the one that wanted, Jason, that wanted to let this play out through the whole playoffs. There's only 4 games, so you would have to pretty much pick against me, which you didn't have a chance to see who I picked. So
That's fine.
we'll see. Second grader's
Super
going to
Bowl's
need.
worth 50.
He's going to need. It's
Moneyball.
the only way our poor second grader's going to get back in this is if we do that.
Yep.
I don't know. He's creeping up on Patrick. We'll see how this shakes out. All right, so we're going to pick 4 games this week. I want to say the first one is the Bills heading to Denver to play the Broncos. Mile High. They got the 1 seed throughout.
Can I just say something?
yeah.
I really don't want to see Josh Allen win a Super Bowl before Joe Burrow.
100% agree.
Yes.
That is petty.
It's
it is
petty,
selfish, and
yes.
I'm 100% with you.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I do
But
not want to see.
But while he's in and Burrow's out, let's get him one. That way they can stack the
No.
deck in favor of Burrow so he can
No.
get one.
No,
I wish it worked that way.
No.
What do you got
No.
against Josh Allen?
I don't, because everybody talks about him. I don't want him, because as soon as he wins one, now it's like, oh, Joe Burrow, oh, Joe Burrow.
I think there's animosity too for me because now it's always been Mahomes Allen. Like, wait a minute. Allen's never
Yeah.
beaten Mahomes when it mattered.
No.
Still
Right.
hasn't. Yeah.
Who has?
Burrow.
Burrow.
Twice.
Who's
Like,
been to a Super Bowl?
Burrow. So we're all sitting here seeing Allen
pointing
get his
at?
flowers.
Huh?
Sorry, Nathan. Who are you pointing at?
Everybody.
You
Everybody
threw
out there.
Oh.
You through the camera.
Everybody. Yes. Burrow's shine has been stolen by Josh Allen. Burrow's
Yeah.
an afterthought in a lot of circles. Josh Allen is the next.
I don't want to see him win one, so
No,
crash and burn this
I'm
week.
with you because especially because that narrative that, I mean, this is the year. Josh didn't win it this year. When are you going to get one, man? Like,
Right.
nobody that scares him or
Right,
should scare
right.
him is in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Drake May or Bo Nix. They're not on this level.
No, but their defenses are really good.
Yep.
Speaking of that defense, that's what Denver's calling card has been all year. So Bo Nix, first playoff game this year. He had the one last year. How are we feeling about the Broncos? Number 1 overall seed. Got
Yep.
Buffalo. We'll call them the NFL's team because
Yeah.
that's who they're pushing. I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, who do you got?
I've got the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Their
so you think
defense
that
is so good.
That is good.
I think they're going to stop them. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's in Denver. That's always an advantage.
It is.
Yeah.
They have a good home field. Still pick Buffalo because I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, just a little. I do think that things are equal. I think they want Josh Allen in that story. And Buffalo, it's when you get hot. College, pro, it's when you get hot. Right now, that win in Jacksonville. Did you see that tush push at the end of the game? It was 4th and 1 from the 11, and they pushed him 10 yards to get down to the 1-yard line, and then the next play they scored the game winner. Unbelievable. Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, give me Buffalo.
Cool.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Give
Jason?
me the Broncos. Crash and burn Bills.
Okay, just because you want it.
Yep.
Got it.
No other reason.
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo. I don't know. I think they just got they've got a lot of playoff experience. Denver, I'm going to count on them getting cold over the break, the bye. So
Second
Bills.
grader also picked the Bills. He's over this at this point, I'm pretty sure. He's not giving me reasons anymore. So he's done scouting. He's just going to the nuts and bolts of it. He picks Buffalo to win in Denver. Next game, we got the 49ers. What's left of the 49ers? I mean, another injury. George Kittle's out now.
You love it.
Who is
Best coach in the league. He should
here you go.
he should-
Best GM in the league too.
They should win both
Yeah.
awards.
Yeah.
They're playing the Seahawks. And I'm going to self-admit that I did not watch a lot of Seattle. I don't know if y'all did, but they're really good.
They
Another
are.
defensive team.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to go through them to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You've kind of been a Hawk most of your
have.
life. You feeling that way now?
I haven't watched them, but I've
don't
seen
need
their. I think they're. I gotta go with them. They're good.
You don't have to. That's why we give you the option to pick the other team.
I'm picking them. Yeah, I mean, I think they're. Who's your quarterback right now?
Darnold. Sam
Darnold, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reclamation project.
Big
Sam
fan
That's
over
right.
there, huh?
That's right.
Huge
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
I am also riding the Seahawk train. Go Hawks. And it's less about them, though I am impressed. But this injury thing with the 49ers, it hasn't caught up to them yet. They're impressive as all get out, but it's going to get them this week.
I'm going with the Niners because I believe Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey is a better duo than Sam Darnold and
I'm sure about it.
insert 3 different running backs
They've got
that
a
they
few.
use. Plus, did you know that Juwan Jennings was a higher rated quarterback than, I believe they said, Carson Beck?
Who?
Yeah, their wide receiver for the 49ers was a higher rated
I thought you were
dual
going to say
threat quarterback
Brock Purdy.
coming out of high school than I believe Carson Beck.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Weird fun fact. He threw a
He
touchdown
threw a
last week, that's
touchdown.
all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a beautiful, beautiful touchdown.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I'm going Seahawks. 12th man's going to be fired up.
Oh yeah.
Home field advantage is going to carry them to the victory.
Jason.
Right now, I
What?
can make up 2 games on you
I noticed. 49ers, according to the second grader.
because he's smart.
He is smart. Yes.
No reason for that one either. Okay.
He's over it, man.
They're black.
Okay.
You know what? He doesn't need us. He doesn't need to explain himself.
He does. Yeah.
knows
Right.
who he's
He goes to a school that's black and red. The Niners are kind of black and red, so
That's kind
I've
of been
read
what
his-
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I know.
Jason's making up his own second grade
Analysis.
yeah.
Next year we should just do that. For who's smarter than a third grader. Texans, big win over the metal fabricators, or as I call them, everyone else outside of Patrick, the Steelers.
Yeah. Well, people are gonna get on my bandwagon on this one. I know they are.
You know, we could probably make our own T-shirts. There's no copyright here that just said metal fabricators. Think we'd sell any?
If we put an F word in front of it, yeah.
That ain't. I'm not about
For
that.
Yeah. I'm
The
not saying we
classy-
should, but
Classy
if we
Bengal
did,
fans, classy Steeler fans.
All right, Texans at the Patriots. New England back to where they used to be. I'm not really happy
go.
about it, but man,
Yeah.
I know
what
they
do you
are
think?
good. Drake May.
they didn't
He
suffer long
seems
enough.
like he's going to be legit.
They didn't suffer long
forward.
enough. You're 100% right. That's not fair. It's like the Packers getting all these quarterbacks after theirs.
Exactly. Golly.
Yeah, they're going to win.
They're-
Now.
I changed my pick.
No,
No,
now that you
you
saw
can't.
mine, you can't
No,
do that.
I want to change my pick to the
No.
Texans.
No.
Their defense is freaking scary.
They are, but
Yep.
so is New England's. Justin Herbert, which I didn't realize there were that many Justin Herbert haters out there till after that game. I mean, people are loving him suffering in LA.
Really?
I don't
Because
get
he's
it.
got a hot girlfriend or whatever.
got a
That's
hot
probably
girlfriend.
it. He's
Hot
the new Tom
girlfriends.
Brady, but without the rings. Or,
in the playoff wins.
I don't know Drake May's girlfriend.
Change mine
but,
to Texans.
Nope.
Stop it.
You can't do that.
Wait, is that a clean sweep, Patrick? Did I see you picked him too?
Yes.
I picked them as well. I picked Buffalo and New England because I want to see another Stephon Diggs staring at the confetti of the other team winning. This time, watching his former team win. So
You really hate Stephon Diggs.
I don't. I like the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like that conference. You like to root for that conference.
AFC East.
Big
Yeah,
East
no,
fan.
yeah,
Big East fan?
I want an all AFC East, AFC Championship game, all NFC West,
Yep.
NFC Championship game.
Second grader riding with Houston. Give me the Texans, he says.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll see if he can make up a game on us with that one. We got the Rams. They survived. Pretty ugly game in Carolina.
They did.
They were going to Chicago. Speaking of surviving, that comeback against the Packers was pretty epic.
That was pretty amazing.
Pretty cool. So the Bears hosting the Rams.
I'm going with the
Is
Rams.
LaFleur fired?
Now he's actually negotiating a contract extension.
Oh, okay.
So-
I thought I read somewhere that he got fired. I'm like, man, he would be great here.
Think about that, though. Half the people want him fired, half want to give him an extension. It's just the fine line the NFL coaches ride now.
Fire him next year and we'll hire him.
All right, well,
Yeah.
work
We
on
gotta
that.
ride with Zach one more year.
Meantime, let's keep picking. We got the Rams for Ryan.
Rams.
Who did I pick? Oh, yeah, I picked the Bears. Yeah. Team of destiny. They're starting to feel like that team that's just destined to go to the Super Bowl for me. You can't explain it. Their defense is not good enough to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm starting to think that they're going to find a way.
I'm going with the Rams just because I think their luck does run out finally. They're always like in that last couple of minutes situation, and I think it finally catches up to them.
Okay. You know who else is in that situation a few years ago? The Bengals,
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost.
eventually.
Yeah.
Except it wasn't the defense; it was the offensive line.
Oh, that's a fun memory. Hey, who do you got?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Goats as well. They're road favorites.
Yeah, they're a Ram.
That's
The
it.
Rams. Now, the background story on that is back in 2000. What was it? 2001, the greatest show on turf.
99, yeah.
99. That's what it was. A buddy of mine came into a friend's dorm room. We were all hanging out in after a few drinks, and I said, "Kyle, who do you want to win the Super Bowl?" He's like, "The Goats." I mean, the Rams. So I like to call them the Goats.
So most people ride with the Goats.
Here we go.
All right.
So, no, good. My son, the second grader, the Bears. Smart kid. Man.
So
Yeah,
I'll be back
a
on
bear
that
would
tree.
eat a ram anyway. So,
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I could
Would
have
they?
him do that. Would a bear
well,
eat
a
ram?
Would a bear-
ram wouldn't eat a bear. It definitely wouldn't be the other way
No,
around.
but he could probably knock him out.
But he's just
With
got
his
one
horns.
move. I
Yeah.
feel like
Can I
the
just throw this out here?
Yeah.
So my son has rented these books, like Who Would Win, like from the library.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, whether it's like dinosaurs versus other dinosaurs.
Oh,
or
that's
Animal
awesome.
versus animal. And I'll tell you what, and they go through factual evidence of who would win. It's fascinating who would win some of these. Not who you think. It's not just
So
give
do
the
they
lion
do
the trophy.
a ram and a bear, or
I
I'll have
can-
to find that one?
I'll
out.
have him rent that on Library Day on Thursday. We'll
I'm
see
just
if
thinking,
Okay.
like you said, the Rams have
I
a
would
one-trick
read those
pony.
books.
So are the Bears, technically.
I mean, the ram just goes straight ahead and rams. I feel like the bear would dodge it and then swipe at its neck and
we can
kill it
have you
that
and
way.
Jason demonstrate what each would do. You can be the bear, and then he can be the goat or the ram. Is he?
No, I said the Ram would win. He said the Bear would win.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I would
fine.
be the bear.
Yeah,
Fine.
get it right.
Okay. We'll reenact that.
All right, yeah, that'll be. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I feel like there's more games to pick, but
Kinda
there's
like
not.
LARPing.
There's only 4
This is
games
it.
this week.
LARPing.
Oh, we can pick one more.
What?
Should have put it up there.
Oh, the CFP?
Indiana, Miami.
Okay, fine. We won't. We'll just go in order. We didn't put it up here, but because I think we're all going to pick the same. But go ahead,
Indiana.
Indiana.
Miami.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I said I'm a little stitious, not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I
really
don't
am.
think
Yeah.
Indiana's faced a team like Miami. I know Miami has 2 losses. Blah blah blah. They're undefeated.
Yeah,
That
they-
defensive front for Miami is good.
Yeah.
Like really
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm paying a lot
Ohio
of
State
attention to
knows it,
this.
too.
I will say you're right. And okay, you mentioned Ohio State. So I felt really good about the Buckeye game, and they were 9.5-point underdogs for that game. And I'm like, that's too big of a spread, guys, because they didn't have what they needed up front at Ohio State that Miami does on
Right.
both sides.
Yep.
They can control the clock. Did you see what they did against Ole Miss? Miami played a terrible game against
Yeah.
the Rebels, right? But they had like 40 3 minutes of the game to 17 or something stupid like ball control. If they didn't have turnover, or if they didn't drop 3 interceptions, Miami, they did, like literal drops if you watch it, and they didn't have the penalties, they would have won comfortably against Ole Miss.
I'm just thinking of who Indiana's played this year. I mean, Oregon State or Oregon State.
Oh, Oregon State. I mean, Oregon didn't look good. They're not that bad.
Oregon twice and Ohio State.
Like,
Yeah.
I think they exposed Oregon for what they are.
Yeah, they
I
weren't
just
strong
don't think
enough up
Oregon.
front. I
Yeah,
agree.
they weren't, and they beat Ohio State in the championship, which was a good game, and Ohio State's decent up front. I don't know.
Yeah, you're feeling Miami a little bit?
I am feeling Miami.
You know, Miami's got good history, and this is not the trivia question, but they have good history in championship games played at home, and this is their home stadium. They haven't played one in this stadium. They played them in the old Orange Bowl, but they were 4-1 in championship games in the Orange Bowl. Their first championship as a school was 1983. Huge upset over Nebraska. Nebraska was Alabama, but back then, Miami was their first time, kind of like Indiana's, and they won. Yeah. And I feel. They feel the disrespect. I mean, both teams, I think, do a good job of playing with a chip on their shoulder. That chip on Miami's is growing by the day, man. So, and you're right. The front line, the offensive line of Miami's is a bunch of monsters. Now, Indiana's is a bunch of monsters, too, on the defensive line, but they're just not as big. Does that factor in?
I think it does 100%. And Carson Beck can't play a bad game.
He can't turn the ball over.
And he's prone to do it.
But he hasn't so long, right?
That's the only, it's a law of averages. At some point, it's got to happen.
But here's what you know how many throws and open guys Carson Beck missed in the Ole Miss game in the Fiesta Bowl? A ton. Trust me. I've watched it like 3 times because I'm a weirdo like that. But he missed so many dudes and just went to a check down that he knew would not be a turnover. If he does that.
Mendoza's a better quarterback, but Carson Beck's just going to have to play clean.
Yeah, he is. Mendoza's otherworldly. You got to make Mendoza uncomfortable. The last team to do that, Ohio State. If you watch that game, he was not comfortable until the last drive of the game.
Yeah.
All you got to do if you're Miami is put a little bit more distance between you and Indiana, so Mendoza can't have his moment at the end.
Stop the run. If you stop Indiana's run game, I think then he gets uncomfortable.
You pressure him with 4.
Yeah.
You drop. You have everybody else playing the back end and cover. I think you're good. We didn't let you pick yet. We're talking about it.
That analysis sounds pretty well thought out and thorough. No, I don't. I'll just wait and see. I mean,
you want to pick after the game?
I mean, yeah, I'll pick after the game. I just keep thinking of the 2003 Fiesta Bowl when everybody picked Miami and Ohio State won. So, maybe the tide's going to turn in Miami's favor this time. Everybody's going to pick Indiana and Miami will come up
10-second
with
late flag.
the subset.
Hey, by the way, some demons were
upset.
severely exercised in the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State, and I don't think I've ever felt that good. I mean, honestly, and you don't understand.
That's why I stayed away for a week.
I understand. Yeah, he took a well-timed vacation after the Cotton Bowl. It was well done on your part. I mean, I can't explain it. You try not to take sports too seriously, But this was, I was a student there. I took it way too seriously. That was crushing. Miami won 34 games in a row, going for a back-to-back championship, and Ohio State wasn't going for 34 in a row, but they were going for their first back-to-back championships in school history, and to stop that. And I'm not going to lie, man, Patrick, you know it. A lot of your Buckeye brethren, they chirp a lot. I had a guy sign my wedding book, no. 31-24 double overtime. That's all he put in there.
Oh, geez.
I made sure that when Miami beat Ohio State, I didn't send a single text. Because I said for 20 years, you know what, if I get my comeuppance against Ohio State, I'm not going to chirp. Yeah. I'm a hand the ball to the referee guy, So I'm feeling really good about that. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how it's going to shake out.
What the heck? I'll pick the Hurricanes.
Well, no, don't do that just out of charity, man.
Let's go.
I will say, I picked Indiana.
To pick someone.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we got to split.
No, wait. I'm a Big Ten guy. Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers. Got to pull for my conference.
Yeah. Okay, good. Woo, you just saved yourself there.
Yep, I did.
Because if you don't root for the other schools in your conference,
I know.
there's something wrong with you.
Yep, I'm not going to be invited back to my family.
That was a gathering. I think we already had. I might have that one again. Let's go to a trivia question, though, based on a championship game. Don't put it up yet, but I'll just read it off, and then we'll see if you guys can get it.
Okay.
So, we're going to the turn of the century, 2000, because I don't know how betting really worked before that, so I don't want to get lost in the weeds here. What are the longest preseason odds a team has overcome to win a national championship in the last 25 years. I want to preface that by saying that at the start of the season, Indiana was 100-1 shot to win the championship. So
100 to 1.
100-1. And they were in the college football playoff last year, and better still didn't give them a chance.
Wow.
So anyway,
Wow.
that's
Like how long ago? How long? Like
2000. So
Since
starting in
2000.
2000, I'll give you a clue. That champion was Oklahoma. And then Miami, then Ohio State, and then et cetera, et cetera. Then you got into some USC teams, that Texas team. I mean, I'll give you the teams, but it's like, yeah.
So what were the odds?
Well, you don't have to
The
give me
longest
odds.
shot.
The longest shot. Who was the biggest?
I'm going
what's the biggest
36 to
upset?
1.
No, I want the team. I
No,
don't care.
I'm going 36 to 1. I can't name the teams.
Well, you're wrong.
The team
But-
that
but
won
thanks
it.
for playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Logan, who works
Florida
with us,
State.
got this, by the way. Florida State, 2013 Florida State. Okay. All right. That's your pick?
Yeah.
Logan got it right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not that good at
His
remembering
would be
who
like
all
Michigan
won.
State.
Michigan State did not win a natty, so
They
they're
did, yeah.
excluded.
Oh goodness.
10 more seconds.
Michigan?
No.
2 years ago?
That's a good guess. I mean, I can tell you that,
Michigan, that would have been a good.
You know one that was up there that nobody thinks about was the 2019 LSU team.
Oh yeah.
They were pretty heavy underdogs to start the year, too. They didn't know what Burrow was.
Right.
They didn't know Jefferson and Chase and all those guys.
What is it? BCS? Is it 4-team playoff winner? or-
It is BCS. So it is.
Oh,
prior
I
to
literally, I
2014.
just saw your sheet. I cheated.
Oh.
I inadvertently, but
You wouldn't have gotten that
I
one.
wouldn't have gotten that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
I
Final
don't know.
guesses here before I tell you.
Go ahead. What
Hey,
is
Cam
it?
Newton, 2010, Auburn Tigers. Yeah, 50 to 1 to start the 2000, and you can put it up now
close,
for everybody can
36.
see.
50 to 1.
2010, yeah, Cam Newton got that pre-NIL money.
Yeah,
And went to
Well,
Auburn.
yeah, we're all already getting.
Yeah, and won a Heisman. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know Miami's preseason odds, to be honest with you. I should have looked at that too because they were pretty long. I mean, they were top 10 to start the year, but if Indiana wins this, what a legendary performance. And I said, and I'm not full of it here, I'm going to be upset if Miami doesn't win, but I'm not going to be devastated because what a story Indiana would be. What a
Yeah,
great story
for
it would
sure.
be. How can you be upset with that?
It depends on how they lose.
Yeah.
They lose like they did back against Ohio State, you might have some animosity.
Well, it depends on how they act. It's all about how the fan bases act. You know, we don't know these kids playing
Right.
the games. We don't know the coaching staff. We don't know any. But it's like, it's all about how people talk. That's why you hate somebody. We hate Pittsburgh, not because of the Steelers themselves. We hate them because of the fans. Am I not?
Ohio State, the Buckeyes, and Elder.
Yeah, exactly.
All the same fan.
Forgetting Xavier.
They're not like that, though.
And you know what? I'll make this easy for
just
the
don't like
airing of
Xavier.
grievances this week.
Yeah.
Just don't like me.
I am going to go ahead and
I hated Xavier pre-you here.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to complain about fans. I'm going to complain about fans for 2 reasons. Number one, we come off sometimes too entitled when our team does good. We don't have control over
When
that.
you don't do
so let's
anything
not
to-
flex on other people when our teams do good. And no, I'm not flexing. I just want to wear this shirt. But I don't like when
Stop it, you're flexing.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. No, your whole, you do it.
Huh?
You do it.
Well, I do it in front of Ohio State fans.
Yes,
That's it.
you do it.
And Notre Dame too. Coming for you too.
You do it.
Other than that, I don't like when we all as a collective group take this too seriously. And as funny as Michael Irvin putting a belt to an ass or a water cooler or whatever, like, I mean, let's not take this out of context, guys. I mean, what do you know, let's all calm down. You have anything you want to complain about?
No. I
you
mean,
happy?
I don't need to talk about UC basketball. I know they're
How's
gonna. The official paper bag wearing over your head game is supposed to
that's
be
a
tomorrow.
grievance.
No, I want to talk
I don't-
about that for just a second. What are your thoughts on that? Everybody's like, well, you shouldn't do that. It's a bad look for the university. They're players.
Yeah,
They get paid a lot of money.
they do.
I
If
know
you're-
your coach might not be that good, but go win ball games.
right.
Bad thing's stupid.
The big
Right.
thing is stupid, but
It
I'm
is.
like, it's not a bad look. It's not like, oh my gosh, look at what UC did. That's a terrible college. I don't know. If you want to do it, do it. It's your. If that's how
don't-
you want to protest, go protest that way. It's not violent.
Protests
Right.
don't do a lot most
They
of
don't.
the time. So you're just wasting a bag and your time.
Yeah, I
You
think
still
social media
pregame.
is taking care of all that. I don't think I mean, yeah, I don't like it. I mean,
I'm with you.
if it was like a professional team like the Bengals, people used to do it. I mean,
Why
I
is it
could see doing
different?
that. It's a school. It's a university.
They
I
get
don't know.
paid.
They do get paid.
They get
but
paid more than
you've
some of the
got-
players in the NFL.
Still not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, there's a
Amateurism's
lot of people
gone.
involved up at
It
the
is,
university
but it's still
that
kids
are.
in college. I don't know.
Right.
It just feels different. I'm with you. Patrick,
Yeah.
what do you got to be about here? You got anything?
Well, speaking of belts to asses, I want to talk about benches to asses because I started going to the gym recently, and you know, you go into the locker room, and I've been in enough locker rooms where, you know, sometimes you want to sit down to change, but I'm not going. I refuse because I know every bench in that locker room, somebody sat on it with his bare ass.
Do you sit on a toilet seat that somebody else sat on?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, but I'm talking about when I'm changing and I'm putting, no, don't sit on a bench in the locker room with your bare ass. Put on some clothes before you
Lay
sit
a
on.
towel down.
Put a towel down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying, but
You know,
that was a good rebuttal.
but it's not a toilet seat.
Wherever I go.
It's not a toilet seat. Or maybe I could put my own towel down and sit on it.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Thanks. This was constructive.
We're
Yep.
solving problems.
But
all
still,
over the place.
it's a bad look sitting on a common use area.
Well, my biggest grievance for like a gym is people not wiping down the
vacuum
equipment
down
after
here.
they use it. Like they sweat all over it and then they just
Oh, yeah.
leave it. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that's
it's-
disgusting.
Episode brought to you by
They have
Warwick.
wet wipes.
Yeah.
Wet wipe it down.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
One last thing, resolutions in general, guys. You can do them internally. Don't flex on those either. I don't care what you're trying to do in the new
Oh,
year.
we get a
I don't-
resolution?
No, I don't have a resolution.
You just said resolution.
I don't like resolutions.
Oh,
I don't like New Year's resolutions.
you don't.
No.
Oh.
No.
Do you make resolutions at
better
other parts
yourself.
of the year?
Yeah, why do you have to do it on January 1? Why can't you just decide in the middle of
Because
March?
it's a new
Like,
year.
shoot, I need to
It's a
like,
new year.
I need to work out more or drink less or eat better.
You
Or
can't.
whatever.
Yeah,
If
but
you're
it's-
not making resolutions throughout the year, you're not gonna make good on one just on the first of the year.
So how big of an issue do you have? How much Miami gear have you bought in the past 3 weeks?
I may have spent more on the gear than the tickets.
Yeah, so you're flexing.
I have a problem.
Yeah, you're flexing.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you're part of the.
I did this during the Super Bowl too. I
Yeah.
bought like
Oh,
every
yeah.
shirt. Remember, there's 14 designs that we got to buy for Bengals.
I bought a lot of
Bought a
that
hat.
stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I had too many
just not
years of
into
having bad teams, and you look at like everybody
Mm.
wearing their stuff. And I want to do that. It'd be great if they ever did it.
Plus, we were surrounded by it nonstop. You know.
Well, that too. Yeah. And some of the stuff's just cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
Ryan, do you have a resolution?
A resolution? I thought you said we weren't doing
Oh,
resolutions.
well, you
I
brought
said
it
we
up,
weren't doing
so
resolutions.
What kind of resolution are we talking
I'm
about?
gonna have a resolution.
Let's hear
Yeah.
yours.
not-
I'm
a
done
resolution.
talking about Wes Miller because I know he's
Oh.
gone after this year.
Oh,
Here we go.
There
okay.
you go.
There it is.
All right. Well, you
There
heard
it
it
is.
here.
I feel like we've
Do
accomplished
not-
a lot today.
Utter his name.
We've really accomplished a lot today.
I said
We
I'm gonna
did.
rag on him.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get through this sports desert. We are. We're gonna get through it
Yeah,
together.
We are.
Well, next week
Together.
we'll
I
have
like
to talk
it.
about probably Miami winning. You'll have a new shirt on, and you'll be like, Ohio State 2003.
If Miami wins, I'll be here like with a. Wait, what am I gonna do? Yeah. No, I'll be here if Miami wins, shirtless with a Cuban link chain and like a grill. I'll just.
Oh,
I'll
there you go.
out.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. You should.
It's hard
You
to
deserve
talk
it.
grills. Yeah,
Yeah.
in your mouth, but I'll give it my best. I hope we see our friend Chad Ochocinco down there. He lives in Miami. Did a couple special jerseys that hopefully
yeah.
we
a
can,
couple special Miami jerseys
yep.
for him. Hey, wear them, Chad.
special
Let's go.
requests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go.
he wanted. His boy.
If you got an extra ticket, your boy right here wants to go.
Yeah. He did. We did make 2 Miami jerseys for him too. You know.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you
we're
can wear
talking
the
about.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to say what they were, right?
What? What do you mean? Why not?
You said two.
I don't think a lot of his followers are watching us
No,
right now.
no.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
And he should have beat him. Well, he didn't even know the Cotton Bowl was in Dallas. I'm pretty sure what he had.
Oh wait, I gotta go out there.
Yeah, like, I just hope they make it to
not a home
Miami,
game?
which they did. That'll be fun to recap the Canes and the Hoosiers. Be fun to talk a little bit of NFL. We'll be down to the Final Four there, so we got a lot coming next week as well, and we'll add some more fun stuff as we get going in the new year.
Only
So
be a game behind you in the picks.
Right.
I don't know if I agree to these rules, but we'll see how it goes.
Probably be one game behind you.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, appreciate everybody watching, tuning in, listening. We'll see you again next week. Have a wonderful week watching some football.